everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today is going to be a shorter video. We're going to take a look at the two new Tom Ford quads. If you're watching this on Patreon, then it's definitely before February. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably early to mid-February when I think these are going to be released in the US. So I have Smoky Quartz and Rose Topaz. There's a third one, but I don't have that one yet. I think it's Tiger or something. I'm not absolutely sure. I'm going to swatch them both for you today. We'll look at the Smoky Quartz and the Rose Topaz. I think I'm going to use the Rose Topaz today, but I'm not absolutely sure. I'm going to take a look at the swatches and see which one I like better. And then we'll do that one for an eye look first. And then we'll make sure that we do the other one in its own separate video. Okay, so my understanding is that this is a new formula. It's called the Eye Color Quad Cream. So they're not creams, they're powders, but I think they have a creamy texture and that they're like a cream to powder. They are separated around the edges in the pans themselves. They're not right up against the pan like you usually see in like a baked gelée. So the Rose Topaz is this one. I think this is the one I'm going to use today. It's the one I'm most interested in, to be honest with you. But I'll swatch them all so you can see. Swatch them both so you can see. And like I said, when I get the other one, I will do a video on that too. I think it's, can't remember the name. I remember it has Tiger in it. That's all I remember. And this is the Smoky Quartz. I think they're actually both pretty. And I will say just right off the bat that I'm very happy that they're not the formula that the Belle de Peche was, because that was terrible. All right, let's do the Rose Topaz. And you know, I welcome feedback from anybody who's tried it, the Belle de Peche, and maybe they were able to get theirs to work. Ooh, this is very creamy. Because I wonder sometimes, there's been a lot of supply chain disruption in the last 2 years. It's possible that mine was just sitting on a boat somewhere at a port. And there's something, it went bad. So if you have the Belle de Peche and it works for you, I'd love to hear about it, because, that would make me feel better that Tom Ford didn't create something that is, in my opinion, as poor as the Belle de Peche. Well, this, I gotta say, is the creamiest formula from Tom Ford I've ever felt. I love the wet dry formula because I love the ability to wet the formula and make it, more intense, but this is incredibly creamy. This feels like it's gonna go on the eye really, really easily. Okay, so that's Rose Topaz. I have on a very chunky sweater today, like huge, oversized chunky sweater. One, because when I woke up this morning to take my little pup Harper out, it was -1 with the wind chill. And although it is now later in the day, and it's up to 5 degrees, or maybe it hit 7 with the wind chill, I'm just still cold. And I don't get cold. Like, I'm that person who likes the cold. So that's telling you something. Ooh, this is like extremely creamy. Wow. Guys, I already love this and I have not put it on my eyes yet. Oh my goodness. That is impressive. All right, Tom Ford, you might have won me back just with these. Okay, so this is the Smoky Quartz. It's a much deeper palette. It doesn't have the shimmers that the Rose Topaz does. They look like all mattes, although this one could be a satin. It's a little difficult to tell with this new formula, but I gotta tell you right now, that formula is good. I can just feel it. I've done so many of these now, I can just tell. All right, so let's use the Rose Topaz today, but I'll make sure I do a dedicated video with the other. I'd also just show you, I just tried to wipe these off with a microfiber towel. Usually I can get it off with a microfiber for most eyeshadows. Look at how that stained. Brought you in a little bit closer. I'll pull my hair back. I didn't do my hair today. It's just, like I said, it's been freezing and I just haven't felt like it. I do have on the Chanel No. 1 foundation. This is in B12. I will be doing a foundation roundup video if I haven't done it already. This is a great foundation if you're looking for something light, easy, skin-like. It's a beautiful foundation. It's almost like a skin tint, but a little bit more. It's really good. And I have on my cheeks the Chanel lip and cheek balm in Wake Up Pink. Wake Up Pink. I just put a little teeny bit on because again, this is about the eyeshadow, but I do like to tell you that, you know, these are the things that I have on. I'm really loving the balms from Chanel and the Chanel No. 1 foundation. Really, really good. Okay, let's start. I'm gonna use this shade as transition. We'll see how creamy this is. I mean, it looked really creamy in the swatch, but let's see. Wow. So this first shade is about the color of my skin, which is gonna make a great transition color for me. Not just with this palette, but like always, because it's like a great base. But it's incredibly smooth. There's that shade on the eye. Let's take the deepest shade. I want to go in, this is the other matte shade. Wow, it's really pigmented. Okay. Just gonna put this on the outer corner and then I'll blend it into the crease. A little bit, just on this outside. Focusing on the outside and then just pulling through really lightly. This is very pigmented, guys. If you pick this up and you're looking for a, you know, a deep, deep brown. Wow, okay. And then I'm just blending it into the crease with that lighter shade and I'll blend it out in a minute. That is that went on beautifully. I'm just going over with the first brush I used, which is a Angie Hot Flashy 503 BK Beauty brush. I'm just kind of blending those two together. I will put the deepest shade on last to intensify the look, but I want to just kind of like build it up. Look at how like natural and easy that is. Like for me, that's a great, like as it is, perfect zoom look, you know? Like I could just take that one shade, use it as all over the eye kind of transition and then deepen it up and I'm done, which is fantastic. I am already impressed. Okay, all right. Let's take the lightest shade and I'm gonna use it in the brow area. Yeah, really good, really pretty, but like, you know, not too intense, but it's got enough shimmer where for me, this is like the perfect brow. And then I can also put, you know, I could put this on top of the eye, but you can see what I'm talking about. All right, I have now forgiven Tom Ford for the Belle Depeche. Not totally over it, but I'm mostly over it because this is beautiful so far. Okay. All right, see, this is what I don't understand though. How can you make things like this and then make Belle Depeche? I'm like, it doesn't make sense. All right, let's put the shimmery shade on the eye. Oh, see, this is why I liked Tom Ford all those years ago because he had really unique shades and formula. I mean, that's when the whole wet dry formula, you know, first came out and I loved it and because it was really good. And this is really good. And this is really good. All right. So I've already ruined my review because I've already told you that I would absolutely pick this up. But guys, it almost looks wet. This shade almost looks wet on the eye. Shimmer in that is outstanding. All right, I'm gonna go down with the deepest shade, that really deep brown shade. I'm gonna go in with the Wayne Goss No. 4 in the deepest shade. This is a fluffier brush. Yep, this is really pretty. Look at how deep that is. I mean, and this is over the lighter shades. Yeah, so I wanted to do this so you can see, you can intensify this look or you can keep it light like I had it in the beginning. Wow. All right, I'm gonna have to clean out the outside of my eye a little bit, but totally worth it. I absolutely love this. All right, now I'm gonna take that lightest shade that I talked about putting in my brow and I'm just gonna put a little here. Yeah, because it's really nice. It's a beautiful, beautiful. I'm very happy with this. All right, I'm gonna blend it out a little bit. I'm gonna take the shimmery shade and run it along the lower lash line and put on some mascara. So we're back with some mascara on and some lipstick. If for those of you who are wondering, this is the new Charlotte Tilbury Lunar New Year Walk of a Star, which is a really pretty deep red shade. So I have to say, Tom Ford is now off of my do not buy list. This formula is excellent. This cream formula, phenomenally good. I don't really know what it is. I just know they're calling it Eye Color Quad Cream. Technically creme, C-R-E with the little sign over at M-E. 31 ounces is the total net weight. I don't know what the other ones were. I'll have to go back and check. I don't even know if I have the packaging on the old ones. Made in Italy. Really beautiful. This is, like I said, the Rose Topaz. I cannot wait to try out the Smoky Quartz. The Tiger one, which I've forgotten the name of. It's Tiger something. Don't really remember. When I get my hands on it, I'll do a review of that too. I'm just going to take a little bit more of like the shimmery shade and just pop this on the eye really quick because I just wanted to show you guys, this is like wet. I mean, it looks wet on the eye. It's stunning. This might be my favorite Tom Ford palette in the last, wow, I don't know, really long time, many, many years. Sorry about my hair being kind of messed up. I didn't have time to do it. And yeah, when you have naturally wavy hair, it does odd things. Yeah, I'm very impressed with this formula. It's really beautiful on the eye. If you haven't watched my channel before, I'm turning 50 in a couple months, so I do have more mature skin. My skin is also very dry. And so I tend to invest in luxury makeup, especially now that I'm older, but because my eyes are kind of, I don't want to say crepey, but you know, they're not smooth. They're not perfectly smooth. I'm not sure they ever were. But if they were, they certainly aren't now. And you know, I tend to find with more expensive makeup, not always, just because you spend more on something doesn't mean it's better. But like Dior, Chanel, Tom Ford, I have better luck with the eyeshadows looking good, staying on, not going into lines. This is a beautiful formula. It's stunning. I don't know if it's worth $89 because that's a personal decision about where you want to spend your money. But in my mind, this is worth $89. The Belle de Peche wasn't worth $8. Again, my opinion only. But yeah, this is beautiful. And I'm thrilled to have it. I'm really excited. I'm going to wear this a lot. This is a great quad and what I used to have when I used to buy Tom Ford. So excited. Okay, so I cannot wait to try out the Smoky Quartz. I'll be doing that video hopefully very soon. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video really soon.